Hello and good evening, future Monroe-Woodbury Middle Schoolers, as well as parents and guardians. Welcome to our first ever virtual middle school orientation. We are very, very happy to have you all here with us tonight. We can't wait until we can do this in proper fashion at the middle school itself, but until then, we will have to go with the virtual version here. I'm Mr. Maesano, proud principal of Monroe-Woodbury Middle School. I also have with me here tonight Mrs. Collins, Mr. Sullivan, and Mrs. Dudgeon, all assistant principals at Monroe-Woodbury Middle School. We are all happy to welcome you as well as assist you through this transition to middle school. Please note that there will be a lot of information presented in this presentation, and you're not expected to be an expert by the end of it. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email us at any time. That's what we do. We're happy to help in any way that we can. Also note that this YouTube channel that you're watching the presentation on currently is my YouTube channel. And on this YouTube channel, we also post weekly updates from the middle school, which give you an insight as to what's going on at the middle school. I suggest that you subscribe to this channel and start getting to watch those updates every Friday evening to get the latest from the middle school. So thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We look forward to meeting you in person in the near future. But until then, if you have any questions or concerns, let us know, and let's get into the presentation. Okay, welcome again to Monroe-Woodbury Middle School. Fun fact, Monroe-Woodbury Middle School is the largest middle school in all of New York State outside of New York City, with nearly 1,700 students and over 240 staff members. We are certainly a large building, but we pride ourselves on making our building a supportive and safe place to learn and an enjoyable place to come to every day. And we can't wait to be able to do that again. We have many supports in place in order to make sure that students feel socially, emotionally, and physically safe in the building at all times. And we're going to talk about some of those supports in place and how to access them. The goal of this orientation is to give you an overview as to what to expect with middle school, but also introduce you to the resources that are here now and for the entire middle school career that you have in front of you, to assist you and to answer questions and to be there for you when you're in need. One of the ways that we organize this large building and provide supports for all students and parents alike is through the house system. Well, what that means is we have 4 houses within Monroe-Woodbury Middle School. Each one of those houses are made up of approximately 425 students. Once you are assigned a house, which takes place before you enter the middle school, you will be in that house for the remainder of the 3 years that you are in middle school. And that will give you one common point person as a guidance counselor, as an assistant principal, as a school psychologist throughout your entire stay at the middle school. You will also have an advisor assigned to you that will stay with you for the 3 years. I'll talk more about that in a second. So within the 4 houses, there are 3 grade level teams made up of approximately 140 students per team. And those teaching teams are teaching all of the core classes to every student at that grade level in that house. So the 6th grade greenhouse team is teaching all of the core subjects for greenhouse 6th graders, and they all have pretty much the same teachers. Going back to what I said earlier in the slide, we have advisories that are set up within the house, and those advisories are broken down into small groups, approximately 15 students per advisory, and that assigned advisor in the advisory stays with your child through the 3 years of middle school. They are mixed grades as far as there are 6th, 7th, and 8th graders located in the same advisory, which is an excellent opportunity for 8th graders to be able to mentor 6th graders as to how to navigate the building and give them helpful hints as to how to organize lockers and schedules and all of those things, especially in those first couple of days and weeks of school. In a building as large as we are, we want to make sure that all of our students have someone that they're checking in with every day, someone who gets to know them very well over the 3 years that they are in middle school and can just take a look at them and know if things are going really well or things aren't going really well, and give a heads up to teachers or to support staff to make sure that every single student is known and properly supported. Advisory is a great place for that. It's about a 17-minute period at the beginning of every day. And as a result, during that time period, those relationships are fostered. And they're fostered not just between the advisor and the advisee, but also between the students of that advisory across grade levels. So it really helps build a network of support for the entirety of the middle school career. So along with having the consistent advisor for 3 years in middle school, we also thought that it was important that your child and you as a parent or guardian have access to common point people throughout the middle school career. That includes guidance counselors. There's one guidance counselor per house, so it'll be the same guidance counselor throughout all 3 years at middle school. We also have 3 assistant principals who are assigned by grade level and loop with the students. So next year, the assistant principal assigned to 6th grade will be Miss Amanda Collins, and you'll hear from her later on in the presentation. The current 6th grade assistant principal, Miss Dudgeon, will be moving up with the rising 7th graders to 7th grade, and the current 7th grade assistant principal, Mr. Sullivan, will be looping up with those 7th graders as they move into 8th grade at the middle school. The school psychologists follow the same looping pattern, so you'll have the same assistant principal, guidance counselor, school psychologist, and advisor throughout all 3 years at the middle school. Up next, I'm going to pass the virtual baton to Mrs. Dudgeon, who has more information for you about life at Monroe-Woodbury Middle School.
Welcome, 6th graders. My name is Mrs. Dudgeon. I was the 6th grade assistant principal last year. This incoming year, I'll be the 7th grade assistant principal. I know what it's like to come here new from the 5th grade, but I know you're going to have a really exciting time here, and we're here to help you with anything that you need.
Here at Monroe-Woodbury Middle School, we work hard to make you feel at home. One way we do this is to use teacher teams. You will have 4 core teachers, 1 for ELA, math, science, and social studies. These teachers will work closely with each other and with you to make you feel at home and be successful with your studies. Coming to middle school is an exciting time for both students and parents. It takes a team approach to achieve success. With this in mind, here are a few tips for parents to help make this transition a wonderful time for their student. Be upbeat about what lies ahead. The middle school is a great place to be, and your child is going to have a great time here. Recognize that they might be fearful in the beginning, but they'll work through it and everything will be okay. Offer support when you can for both academics and social emotional things. Hold your child accountable. Make sure that they come home and do their homework and are up to date on all of their assignments. Give your child the opportunity to make decisions on their own. Let them try to manage their time and allow them the freedom to make mistakes. This is a learning experience for everybody. One great program that we have here at the middle school is peer tutoring. If you find that you have questions about any subject area, or in case you're having trouble with classes, you can go down to guidance and they'll pair you up with a peer tutor who can help. You and your peer tutor will meet up during your lunch period and you can get the help you need from a friend.
Hi, incoming 6th graders. My name is Kevin Sullivan. I'm one of the assistant principals here at the middle school. Next year, I'll be responsible for the 8th grade, but I want to make sure you know that if you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to ask. Make sure you say hello in the hallway, and I look forward to meeting all of you. See you soon. Hi again, everyone. So one of the most exciting parts of being at the middle school is all of the options you have for extracurricular activities. The middle school has a number of clubs to join, like Odyssey of the Mind, Student Council, Robotics Club, Art Club, and many, many more. So please take a look and see if any of these clubs interest you. We also have intramural sports, like basketball, running, weightlifting, and swimming. Each of these take place before the school day.
Hi, 5th graders. My name's Amanda Collins, and I'm going to be your assistant principal next year. I'm looking forward to seeing you all. Hopefully we'll be together in August. You're going to have a great time at the middle school next year. And if you have any questions or you want to know anything about the middle school, feel free to email me. That's for students or parents. And now a few important notes. Coming into the middle school can be an exciting time for new 6th graders. Here are a few tips to make the transition easier. Buy a combination lock this summer and practice using it a lot. Every student will need a combination lock for their hallway lockers. Be organized. Set up an organization system before the start of the school year. Colored folders and binders can be helpful for morning and afternoon classes. Plan on using your planner. Know where it is at all times, carry it with you all day, and write in it at the beginning of each class you have. Be friendly and respectful. A smile goes a long way. Get involved. Join a club, an activity, or an intramural. There's lots of things that happen in the school, and we'd love to have you join us. Take advantage of extra help sessions. Your teachers are there to help you. They offer extra help either in the morning or afternoon, and many of them will do extra help during lunch. Just ask for help and your teacher and you can set up a time. Don't wait until the last minute to do your work. Procrastination creates more stress. Plan out your work so you will have plenty of time to get things accomplished. A little studying every day is more helpful than cramming right before a test. Budget your time. Know when you're busy, know when you're free, and plan accordingly. Here are a few other pieces of important information. 6th grade placements are done randomly. However, if you have a request because you have another child currently in the middle school in a house and you would like to request for your incoming 6th grader to be in that same house, please email Mr. Maesano with that request as soon as possible. Our school counselors are here to help. Each house has their own counselor. When you find out your house color this summer, that will be your first contact person. The health office will be open for any questions before school starts in August. Feel free to email them or email any of the administrators at the school with any health-related questions you have, and we'll get the information to them. Safety officers are also assigned by house. You'll see them walking the hallways throughout the day. Bus information will be provided in August. The cell phone policy at the middle school is that it is kept in their lockers at all times and off. We prefer they don't have it in school, but if they do bring it to school, it must remain away during the day. Students are always welcome to come into the main office to send or receive phone calls and text messages. Power School. Make sure you're signed up for a parent portal. That's the way we distribute information throughout the school year, report cards, and progress reports. Google Classrooms. At the start of the year in September, all teachers will invite students into Google Classrooms. Make sure they have joined one for each of their classes. Accelerated classes do not begin until 7th grade with math and 8th grade with science. However, the grades students earn in 6th grades determine placement for 7th grade accelerated classes. The Monroe-Woodbury Middle School website provides a plethora of information and our daily announcements. Keep an eye on it. You may want to bookmark it as one of your favorites. And don't forget, the budget vote is June 9th this year. Ballots must be returned by that date. We know we've given you a lot of information in this presentation. Feel free to watch it as many times as you want, and keep in mind that the next most important date for everyone is August 25th, when we will have, I hope, an in-person orientation at the building. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, Amanda Collins, at acollins@mw.k12.ny.us. I will be the 6th grade assistant principal next year, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of the students next year and hearing from everyone over the summer. Have a great day, everyone.